Much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. The holy day season has commenced. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur have come and gone. Sukkot approaches. None of these are my favorite times. For Rosh Hashanah, I reconnect to two old friends, uh, sending each an email, receiving an email. Yom Kippur, I'm one of the Torah readers. I do it well. It would be nice if I could be given a different assignment that would challenge me more than doing the same reading every year. But that's not quite the way slots are filled. And then we have Sukkot. Of the various festivals, Sukkot is the one that gives me a little bit of control. My wife and I construct a sukkah. It's a prefab unit that we got many years ago, but the canvas walls got a little bit shabby, so we replaced them this year. Typically, I get invited out to dinner once, and I invite somebody to my home for Shabbos Sukkot once. Toward the end, there's an evening that I earmark for Chabad. It's one of those special times. My congregation really has no children. Chabad does, not a lot, but enough. The assistant rabbi interviews them, much like Art Linkletter got the kids to say the darndest things. I look forward to that. Typically, I arrive, a half hour before it begins. They have a spread in the sukkah, even though the need for the sukkah has been completed. Then the kids assemble. Rabbi asks them uh, what mitzvah they plan to do. And it's very, very typical. I'm going to give tzedakah. I'm going to say Shema. I'm going to kind of upgrade what I do now. Nobody said they're going to avoid stealing in the coming year or get their father to give up adultery. But, it's amusing to watch them, worth setting that time aside without making a comparison judgment on my own congregation. This year we will not have the cantor for Simchat Torah. The congregation subdivided the readings, which left me a little disappointed since I have the capacity to read the whole thing. So Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, the days when we think about creating our best selves. I usually create a pretty decent self, but did not get too much into exploration. Indeed, I've been a little bit cranky and achy. Uh, a long drive to Pittsburgh and back uh, made this a little bit more challenging to me. But it is the high holiday season. I planned the dinner out. My next door neighbor will be joining us in the sukkah. To my surprise, she's never had dinner in a sukkah. Ours is very traditional, anticipating dry weather. Very traditional menu. Motzi. I'm sorry, kiddush first and then motzi with the challah made myself. A gefilte loaf, a lentil sweet potato soup made in a crock pot, Israeli salad. One of my favorite chicken dishes called bastia, which traditionally is made with pigeon, but in America we use commercial chicken. And a kugel. Um, she's probably had potato kugel, so I will make Hasidic noodle kugel instead. Roasted acorn squash, and a Polish apple cake, and a bottle of wine, though I also have sparkling cider and herb tea if my guest does not want wine. So making the dinner, eating in the sukkah, that brings a little bit of enjoyment, a little bit of challenge, something that I can't honestly say was there at the more focal high holidays of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, but bundles them all together as a single holiday season. I have a lulav and an etrog. At least my wife knows where they are. Uh, so the holidays, um, the Yom Tovim do not bridge Shabbos this year, so there will be the ceremony of waving the lulav, which I kind of enjoy. I've heard from old friends. They seem to be doing fairly well with their own uh, recoverable travails, just as I conveyed mine. And then it comes to a close, and the fall season moves into full bloom. Thank you very much for joining me for this session of Dr. Plosker's Mind.